Patrick Mahomes is the NFL's best quarterback right now, and it's not even close.
Man, look, I've taken the Ernestine approach. Ernestine says, Shannon, I don't try to convince Skip that I'm right or wrong.
How do you know this?
Don't worry about
Have you had an off-air conversation?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, go ahead.
She says, I let him think he's right,
Yeah.
and that way we can just move on. But Skip, look.
Not always, but sometimes we don't move on. But go ahead.
Cause you stubborn. You want to keep dredging it up.
Yep.
Here's the thing, Skip. It's simple as this. You tell me the metric that you want to use, how you determine the best quarterback currently playing, and Patrick Mahomes leads. If you want to say QBR, check his QBR since he became the starter 5 years ago. If you want to say passing yards, check the passing yards. You want to say touchdown, check the touchdowns. You want to say playoff win, check the playoff win. You want to say Super Bowl appearances. You want to say MVPs. You want to say All-Pros. You want to say Pro Bowl. I just need to know the metric. And whatever metric you want to use, Patrick Mahomes is the best. Currently playing right now. Now, I'm not saying where he's going to be or what some 10 years down the road. But right now, there's not a quarterback currently playing that's better than Patrick Mahomes. Given any metric, yards per attempt, touchdown passes, whatever the case may be, if you want to use a metric that you define the quarterback as being the best, he's number one in that category. So for me, I don't really think it's close. He's 10-3 in the postseason, 32 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. With game-winning drives in the Super Bowl, AFC Championship game, divisional round, wild card round, it does not matter. You look at the 5,000 yards. He got 2 of those in 5 years of starting. Led the league in touchdown passes for the second time. Led the league in passing yards. So there isn't a metric, QBR with the stat which you love. Look at since he's been the starter, he's number one. So there's not a metric. There's not a variable. If you want to use it, equate greatness. And who's currently the best quarterback in the NFL? Patrick Mahomes is at the top of the chart in all of those.
I cannot argue with a single point you made.
But
this is starting to feel a little like LeBron and Jordan to me. It's starting to go there, but it's Mahomes and Brady. Brady now retired.
We think.
But we think.
Because he said,
Thank you. You
heard what he said.
I don't even want to go there.
Okay.
But we're assuming he's retired.
You believe he can still play. That's what he said. That's what he said.
Well, you know and I know he's going to believe it for 10 more years that he can still play. And there may come a day he'll look at some game on TV or he'll be commentating on a game and he'll say, I can do it better than they can.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll happen. But back to this.
Okay.
I hear everything you say about Patrick Mahomes, but I have this little tiny voice in the back of my psyche. Hold on. Timeout. It just keeps saying timeout. I look at what he's done. He is 10-3 in the postseason. That's a great start. It ain't Brady yet, but it's on the way. And I keep hearing it. He's on course to eclipse Brady. There are some people think that he's just better than Brady ever was in any single moment in Brady's career.
Right.
That Patrick right now is better. Do we call him Patrick or Pat? I don't know.
Patrick.
Patrick.
His mom wants you to call him Patrick.
Okay, all right.
I think his dad is Pat.
Yeah, that is true. 10-3 in the postseason. Yet this still very young man has never won a road playoff game because he's never played a road playoff game. Not one time. He's played the Super Bowls in neutral, but not a road playoff game. Why is that, Mr. Sharpe? Well, you for many years played in this division called the AFC West. And he treats it like it's the AFC worst because he's 27-3 in division. 27-3?
Yeah.
Is that all because of him and Andy to a degree? And
they've had the best quarterback in that division basically since.
But like by far.
Yes.
27-3, and the only 3 losses, weirdly, he suffered at home. It's just bizarre. That has allowed them to play in 5 straight home playoff games because they got home field, and they just march on, right?
You remember when Brady was doing what he's doing in the AFC East?
Yep.
When it was Buffalo, and the Miami, and the Jets, he was winning all those games. The Jets, Buffalo rarely beat him.
Okay, but Brady ended up 35. We think he ended up 35-13 in the postseason. 35-13. That's pretty great.
Yes.
11 times he played on the road. 7 times out of 11 he won bona fide road playoff games, not Super Bowls neutral. I'm talking about on the road. He went 7-4, and obviously The last time he won the Super Bowl, he went Aaron Rodgers-esque on the road through the whole postseason because they were a wild card team and they had to go to Washington. And as you remember, they had to go to New Orleans and then go to
Green Bay,
the frozen tundra, right? Okay, so they went and won in all those three places and then beat Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Correct.
All right, walk me through this quickly.
Okay.
Let's go back to the Super Bowl. He did win. We were there, obviously. It was on Fox.
Yeah.
And it's against the San Francisco 49ers featuring Jimmy G at quarterback.
Okay.
Okay, so they're down much of the game, 20-10. And late third quarter, if we could see interception number one, this is 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Patrick rolls a little right. He's a little bit bothered, and that's just horrible. It's just a bad idea and a bad pick, and I was astounded because they're down 20-10 at this point. I'm thinking, you're getting into big trouble now. This should be San Francisco's game to lose.
Right.
Okay? And then early fourth quarter, it's just shortly into the fourth quarter, he turns around and does it again. He forces the ball to Tyreek, and I'm saying, you're kidding. You are kidding. It's behind. It's behind and a little hot, and Tyreek can't catch it, and they do. And I'm thinking, you are cooked, man. This is San Francisco's game now to win. They are in charge of this game. And they couldn't cash because in the fourth quarter, Jimmy G went 3 of 11 for 36 total yards, an interception. And he misses, as you recall, Manuel Sanders, who's everywhere he was. Good things happen, and he's wide open. And if he hits him in stride, I don't know, maybe it's a different conversation we're having. But the point was, it gets to 3rd and 15 at Kansas City's 35, and Patrick pulls off the pass that he pulled off that I said that Tyreek had to come back and fair catch because he just throws it. He heaves it. He's got a free rusher right in his face, and he just heaves it out into the flat, and Tyreek has to stop over in the flat and catch it, and it goes for 44 yards, and it turns the game on its head, as you know, and they storm back finally and win the game. But along the trail, it didn't look Brady-esque to me because I thought they were in big trouble because of his two picks.
But we've seen Brady struggle in games.
Okay.
Look at the game against the Legion of Boom.
Yep.
Look at the game against Atlanta. Him struggling.
Struggling in the first half, for sure.
But I'm saying...
But this is danger zone, like going into the fourth quarter throwing interceptions.
But, hey, the game ain't over until it's over.
Okay, but Brady in the fourth quarters didn't do that. He just didn't do that. Like against Seattle, he threw for 124 and 2 touchdowns and no interceptions in the fourth quarter.
But they were down 10 points.
Okay, but he brought them back, okay? And then they're down 28-3 because of the first half and a pick six.
Right.
And then he throws in the fourth quarter and overtime for 246. It's impossible. Just in the fourth quarter and overtime.
He brought them back. Patrick Mahomes brought them back.
So then we get to the Brady Super Bowl. And again, you said, well, he just wasn't protected. It got completely out of hand. It was 31-9, and he threw 2 picks. We could see them real quick. They're almost inconsequential because they were getting so out of it. But these are the 2 picks. He's under siege the whole day, and, okay, he's just forcing it, flinging it up. And then he threw one later. We got that's the first one still. Yep. And then let's see the last one. This was just complete desperation where he's just trying to make something happen late and they're out of it and it gets tipped up and caught. Okay. So I see that pattern of those kinds of picks where I say, that's just a bad idea. Why is that? Because Andy gives him so much rope to do whatever he wants to do. He gives him the longest leash you could give him. And sometimes he gets so careless with the football that the spectacular comes back to bite him because he pulls off a lot of these throws.
What we just saw Tom Brady's last game when he's not protected, how he looked.
Right, okay.
When the guy doesn't have protection, I don't care how great you are. When you don't have protection, it makes you look very average.
I said that all the way about Brady through the whole year, and you said, oh, well, but he's Tom Brady. Okay, well, I could say that about Patrick in the Super Bowl. He should have just risen above it.
Skip,
Get rid of the ball quicker.
You complained about your guy having 2 new starters.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes' whole offensive line was new starters.
Okay, so then we flip up to the Joe Burrow game. This is the AFC Championship game, not this year, obviously, a year ago.
Right.
And if we could see what happened, that they're up 21-10 at half. So now we're flipping the script on the Super Bowl against San Francisco. So it's 21-10, and this is the interception he threw. This is like 2:33 left in the third quarter, and he throws this very careless interception that gets...
Well, it's going to be picked up by Henderson had he not.
That is correct.
Henderson drops right in the way. Look at this.
And all of a sudden, the door gets opened, and Burrow takes them down, and they score and go for 2 and score. And all of a sudden, it's 21-21. So we go to overtime. coin flip won by Patrick Mahomes and company. And what happens? Let's see the 3 plays that happened 1st and 10 at the 25. Here we go with Patrick Mahomes. The first one is just a bad throw, okay? And the second one is a bad throw.
He picked the wrong side. He should have worked to the top.
Yeah, I agree. And then we're still doing the first one. Let's do the second one now. And this is a really bad idea because that had pick 6 written all over it, okay? So that's 2nd down. And all of a sudden we go to 3rd down. Now it's 3rd and 10 at the 25. And if we could see what happens. Game on the line. Jesse Bates gets his hand in, and Von Bell picks it off, and they go the other way, obviously, with a couple of quick completions, and they walk it off with a field goal. Okay, that was a bad look. That wasn't exactly Brady-esque in overtime in that game. And then even this year, I've shown you these 2 plays because they just stick in my craw. At Indy, they have a chance for a walk-off field goal, and they're within one little short pass of this, and he forces it in, and Stephon Gilmore gets his hand in if you can see, at Indy, okay? This again, I give you all of your QBRs and everything, but that's for the game because you see where the target line is.
So I'm just trying to make sure I hear you. Yep. So Brady has never had a situation where he threw a pick late in the ball game. Do you remember
the walk-off at New England? The last pass he threw was to Logan Ryan.
What about the AFC Championship game in Indy?
Okay, yeah.
Marlon Jackson picked him.
He picked him. He did. Against Peyton, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That happened.
That did happen, okay? So that happened too. And then this game at home this year against Buffalo, you just got to, this is a 4-point game, so you got to go score a touchdown. And he had already thrown 1 careless interception into the end zone, and he does his little sidearm flip, and that's just pretty easy. That was a bad idea, and that's game over. Okay, so I'm just showing you why that little voice in the back of my head says, hold on just a second. Are we sure that this is going to be the next Brady?
No. That was not the question. Yeah. The question was, is he the best current quarterback?
Yeah.
Not in relationship to what he is to Brady.
I got it. I'll still take Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow plays cleaner football, but Mahomes finally got him. It was 3-0, and now it's 3-1.
But the numbers don't indicate that Joe Burrow plays a better brand of football.
Okay, maybe I'm eye testing. Maybe I like Joe Burrow with
you might need to get your eyes checked. Yeah. Skip, you tell me Joe Burrow is more clutch than Patrick Mahomes? Have you not seen what he's done in the playoffs?
I've seen him be very clutch and very unclutch.
So have you not seen Joe Burrow be unclutch? He did throw 2 picks late in the ball game. Do you remember that?
Which game?
The game against Kansas, the championship game. Joe Burrow threw a late pick.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
But he also hit Jamar Chase in the face mask with a throw that could have busted that game wide open.
Skip, that's part of it. Quarterbacks making throws, guys don't catch it. The ball bounces off their hand, the glass off their shoulder pass. That happens. You trying to make it seem like Patrick Mahomes has never had a drop pass.
I'm sure he has.
Yeah.
And I do honor the fact that he lost Tyreek and they featured Kelsey even more.
So let me ask you a question. If I take Jamar Chase away from, or I take let's say I take Chase, or I take any of the top receivers from their guy.
He was gone for a while this year. Jamar Chase was, yes.
He wasn't gone for the whole year. Tyreek left for the whole year.
They muddled through. I got it.
So if I take anybody's top receiver, or this, what you think the numbers be? You think they're going to throw for 5,000?
No, but if you have Kelsey, you got a shot, right?
That's one guy.
You already acknowledged greatest receiving tight end.
Well, your guy, you had CD. How it work out for that?
CD
Lamb?
Yeah.
With that?
Okay. So what? And when you took Amari away, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. CD got open at San Francisco, and Dak missed him.
We got MVS. We got Hardman, who was hurt. Look at the guys.
He's gone now. Yeah.
Look at the guys that he was throwing to.
Yep.
It wasn't like he wasn't throwing to Devontae. It wasn't like, okay, we lost Tyreek. We got Devontae.
Yeah. Kelsey is just so good. He's uncoverable. He's so big and agile. I've never seen anything like him before. Okay. I don't know. They try to cover him with 3 and they can't stop.
You do realize that Patrick Mahomes threw for 3,800 yards to other receivers other than Kelsey.
Okay.
Is that good?
It's very good.
Okay.
Because Juju has his moments, and MVS is pretty good.
Juju left the game.
Yeah. Okay.
Kadarius Toney left the game.
He did.
McCole Hardman left the game.
They left that game. Kelsey did not leave.
Justin Watson didn't play in that game.
No, he did not.
A call-up guy from the practice squad called a pass.
An interesting debate, guys. Sunday, Patrick Mahomes will become the youngest quarterback ever to start 3 Super Bowls. Should the Chiefs win, it certainly makes this debate takes it to another level, and we will have it
win.
again. That's for sure.
Then what happens?
If they win, we'll find out.
Then you come and tell me the Eagles. I wasn't sold on the Eagles
right, guys.
defense.
Well, I'm not.
We got to leave that one here.
It all kicks off Super Bowl Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.